My name is Jared Goldstein.
Take one step back.
Thank you. My name is Jared Goldstein. Just now, the Wyatt board voted to approve the forbearance agreement with the UMB Bank. And I'm a professor of law by day, so I thought that I might be able to summarize the key elements of the agreement, or at least from our point of view, the key failings of this agreement. The agreement keeps Wyatt in the business of holding immigrant detainees for profit and for money. The agreement makes clear that Wyatt and the Wyatt board has a duty to maximize profits and money for the benefit of the bondholders. The agreement makes clear that Wyatt isn't here to serve the interests of Rhode Islanders. It isn't under the control of the people of Rhode Island, even though its purpose under state law is to serve the interests of Rhode Island. The agreement makes clear that the only interest of the Wyatt and the Wyatt board is to promote the financial interests of out-of-state investors.
Sounds like capitalism.
The agreement makes clear that Wyatt can't consider the morality or the abusive nature of immigrant detention. The board members agree that their fiduciary duty is solely to maximize profits for the bondholders, not to consider the effects on people. It doesn't matter what ICE is doing. It doesn't matter that ICE is separating children from parents. It doesn't matter that they're holding children in cages, denying toothbrushes and medicine to children and blankets. It doesn't matter, because if it makes money for the bondholders, Wyatt has just agreed they have to do it. That's what this agreement does. The agreement makes clear also that the bondholders want to sell Wyatt to a private buyer as soon as they can. So this is allowed under state law. We don't have any private prisons in Rhode Island, but we could prohibit them. But right now there's nothing stopping Wyatt from selling to the highest bidder. And then there would be even less control, even less than there is now, and no oversight. There wouldn't be board meetings. We wouldn't know what's happening at Wyatt if it's sold to the highest bidder. That's what this agreement sets up. Now, the chair began his remarks by saying that we don't have any option. They didn't have any option but to hold ICE detainees. But Rhode Island does have options. Wyatt is subject to state control. We can prohibit private prisons in Rhode Island. It's not too late. We need to act before it's too late. We need to get the legislature on board. The governor has now said that she will support a ban on private prisons. Now we need to get the legislature on board, because then we can do this. We can stop the sale of the Wyatt. Rhode Island also has the authority to prohibit any new contracts with ICE. So we can prohibit by legislation any contracts for immigration detention, so that the days of ICE detention in Rhode Island can be numbered. We need to get the governor and the legislature on board. And Wyatt is a place where recently one of the detainees sewed his mouth shut with a paperclip. Do you know that there's no authority under Rhode Island law to inspect the Wyatt? The Attorney General, the Department of Corrections, nobody under Rhode Island law inspects the Wyatt. We can change that. We can get the governor, we can get the legislature to require inspections to make sure that conditions at the Wyatt are, if we're going to have to hold detainees and we don't, we can at least make sure that the conditions are, the most humane possible until we can kick ICE out of Rhode Island forever.